A new stage of the Collection of Epic Battles event has been announced, and it seems like we're going to be fighting Frieza instead of Goku, and we will be getting a new support memory. But before that stage even drops, I want to go through the original missions with you guys and share with you how I beat all of these missions, and then how to obviously obtain the new Frieza 530,000 power level support memory. I'm going to show you guys all three teams, as well as my strategies for taking it down. Remember that this is not a easy event, quote unquote easy event, so it's going to require that you have specific units. I'll try and mention some replacements, but again, it's not going to be, I found myself struggling with a little bit with these teams as well, so you guys are not alone with that. If you guys do like this content though, want to see the same thing for the new mission or new stage as well, make sure to like the video or subscribe if you guys are new. Road to 13,000. Only you guys can make it possible. I do appreciate your support. Let's hop straight into this event. So there were three categories you had to beat this event with. The first one was Planet Namek Saga, the second one was Full Power, and the last one was Sworn Enemies. So let me just show you guys the teams that I used for both. The first one, let's just take a look at the Planet Namek Saga team that I ended up using. I don't even have Frieza, and Frieza is definitely the best unit for this specific mission. So you want to bring a friend Frieza, especially, you know, if you don't have him. But I brought this Namek Goku as my lead. He does give 130 to HP, which could be an issue, but he does give 170% to other, you know, the attack and defense, which is definitely very, very important. So I didn't really have another bet. I didn't have a better lead for Planet Namek Saga, so honestly, it is what it is, right? Then I brought the LR first form free. This guy is free to play. Hopefully you guys have got him easy 8 already. I mean, I've had, this guy is 100% worth it. Yes, he is worth it. Yes, he's worth it. Get him done. Then I brought my new Namek Goku, which again, okay, so remember that this event, stage 1, has a debuff against super class enemies, but that does not mean that you can't bring him, because even though this guy can't really do that much damage in this event, he's still going to be stacking his defense and makes him a very powerful defensive option. Sorry, who cares if he can't do damage? If you're not taking damage, you're gonna win regardless, right? So this guy's a really good defensive option. Then I brought this you know, free to play final form Frieza here, which is, he's obviously very, very good. Then I brought my new Piccolo, which I did end up rainbowing, but this guy is someone you have to really be careful with how you run him, because even though he does support the category with 3 key and 40% to attack and defense, making everyone on the team look better, the thing is, he's very squishy himself. He does build up to a really nice, respectable defensive number, but in the last stage against an int enemy, this guy's going to get cooked. So you have to be very careful with how you play your rotations and always rotate him off. And then last but not least, we do have this AGL Nail here. This guy does stack defense as well, so he's going to be a good unit to have, just floating off and eat some damage in that last slot, especially against the STR Super Saiyan Namek Goku, which does hit pretty hard, right? And then of course our friend Frieza. So this is the team that I use. In terms of rotations though, I highly recommend you bring this guy next to your friend Full Power Frieza. The only reason why I say that is because this guy right here not only is really great defensively, but he's supporting the Frieza, the Full Power Frieza, as long as you're facing a Goku's family enemy, which you are, with 2 key and 20% to attack and defense, which this guy really doesn't need, but it's just extra support, extra key for him, right? And of course, if you have a rotation with this guy, the friend Full Power Frieza, and this guy, right, you're now getting 60% attack and defense and 5 key, which again is very, very good for Full Power Frieza. That's going to be a damaging rotation for sure. The other rotation I would highly recommend is to bring the Namek Goku alongside the STR Namek Goku. Now this guy needs to transform in order for him to start building up his defense, but it's definitely possible to transform in this event, especially if you get unlucky with, you know, one super tag placement. But I do recommend taking damage just to go ahead and transform with this guy, because the higher his defense is, the better off he's going to be. And again, that rotation with this Piccolo on it is going to be very good as well. You want to float this Frieza. This guy is godly in the third slot only. I mean, he still takes damage, but he's really good in that third slot, because not only does he have big bad bosses, which a lot of these other Friezas have as well, which is giving him 25% defense, he gets an extra defensive buff for being in that third slot. So it's very, very good for him to be in there. And he also does greatly raise defense on his 12th key, so don't even worry about getting the 18 key with this guy. Get a 12th key, build up his defense, you're going to be pretty much good to go. And then you do, again, want Nail rotating off as well. Nail is going to be someone who can tank for you in that last slot. Sometimes enemies love to blast you in that last slot, so this guy's going to provide that defensive support that you guys need. He's not going to be a god defensive, support on this team, but he's going to be better than a lot of other units. Keep that in mind. So this is who I used for the the Planet Namek Saga category team here. All right. Wait, yeah, Planet Namek Saga, yeah, category team. Okay. Next, we do have, let's go to, which team did I build? Full Power. Yeah, let's do Full Power next. Full Power, I believe, in terms of friend unit, wait, what was your secondary leader? Sworn enemies in Planet Namek Saga. Oh, that's Sworn enemies. For Full Power, oh yeah, okay. For Full Power, I ended up bringing this Broly right here, okay? And this is a team that I brought. This is a movie bosses team, but every single unit on this team is a part of Full Power, so it still ends up working out. This guy still leads movie bosses and Full Power, so it's really good. This is a friendly that you want to bring. Also, you want to bring this Int Broly. He does lead movie bosses as well, so again, another 130, 170 attack and defense support, so it ends up working out. Anyways, it is what it is. But this guy also, you want to run STR Broly. The damage he does against Goku enemies, or specifically Pure Saiyans, is definitely really good, so you want to have him on the team. Then I brought literally every single Golden Frieza in the game. This guy is tanking ability is really good. So is this guy's tanking ability. He does stack defense, which makes him a good third slot option. Then you also have this guy right here, Golden Frieza. Again, very good tanky wise. And then the Easy A for this Frieza. And this guy, I'm pretty sure you guys already know how good he is. He is a must run. He's very powerful. Okay, so this is a team that I brought for the Full Power stage. If you have these units, I mean, GG's. The rotations that I use personally, I use this Broly alongside this Broly for the first few rotations, right? Because again, they do share quite a good amount of links. This Broly also stacks defense, so he's really he's honestly a good option for this. Okay. Next, I did end up bringing for another rotation, I believe it was this Tech Frieza alongside this Int Frieza, because again, this guy does stack defense, even though he's a good slot 3 option. Because he stacks defense, you want to run him on main rotation. The more super attacks you get for him, the better his defense is going to be. So this guy, again, alongside this guy for rotation, is going to be very powerful. And then of course you do have floating Tech Golden Frieza, AGL Golden Frieza, and STR Broly, all providing a lot of attack power, and especially the Frieza's offering a lot of defensive power as well. Now keep in mind that when you face STR Namek Goku, the STR version of the Namek Goku fight, you want to rotate out this Broly because he's going to get cooked, okay? He's going to get obliterated. Rotate him out, and you want to rotate this guy in just for first few turns. These guys will not link up. Remember that. This Broly and this Broly will not link up, but it's better than having this guy get cooked for you, okay? Just keep that in mind. And once you finish the STR Full Power Broly, or no, sorry, STR Namek Goku fight, rotate this guy, take this guy back on rotation with Int Broly, and you're going to be good to go, because this guy's going to be, his defense is going to be pretty high, and this guy's going to be literally like obliterating that last phase. So especially if you get like additional super attacks and stuff like that. So there you guys go. That is how I beat the Full Power stage. Also keep in mind, for all these runs, I did end up bringing the Ghost Usher item and Android 8. Android 8 provides 2 turns of defense, which I think is definitely better than 1 turn of damage reduction that the Princess Snake item actually brings, right? A lot of people say that Princess Snake is better, but 1 turn of damage reduction is not as good as 2 turns of defense, in my opinion. Even though damage reduction is better than defense, I agree, but 2 turns of a defensive buff is better than 1 turn of damage reduction. So just keep that in mind. Plus the 70% HP heal is very good as well. So let's move on to the last event, or last mission here, which was Sworn Enemies. So you want to bring, again, any Frieza you can find in your list, and this is the team that I ended up bringing for the Sworn Enemies event, right? So we have the Easy A Frieza, obviously very good. Then we have, again, LR Frieza right here. Then we have LR Boo Tanks, or Buhan, whatever you want to call them. Then again, AGL Frieza, Tech Golden Frieza, and AGL Boo Piccolo. In terms of your rotations, you want to run obviously this guy alongside this guy, you're gonna have a very powerful, unstoppable rotation. This guy does get buffed when facing you know, super class enemies. So does this guy. And again, they're going to be very, very, very disgusting together. I don't even have the third form Frieza, who would have also made for a very great partner for this guy, but unfortunately, again, I don't have him, so it is what it is. Your other rotation, you do want to bring your LR Bootanks if you have them next to AGL Boo Piccolo. The support that AGL Boo Piccolo provides is very, very, very powerful. I will say though that this guy gets close to getting obliterated in this event. I think he got me killed. He got me killed one time. He got hit very, very, very hard. And when you're facing the tech phase of the Namek Goku fight, this guy will literally get one shot if he gets super attack. So you want to be very careful with how you place this guy. Okay, be very careful with that. But I was still able to get it done, so I'm proving it. Like I showed you guys, I already got all the missions done, so I was able to get it done with that. And then of course you want to keep this Frieza in the third slot. As well as this guy for tanking purposes and this guy for tanking purposes. If you ever come to a rotation where you have Boo tanks, if you have this AGL Boo Piccolo, and then you have, like, let's say this guy on rotation, and you're facing the tech phase, and you're about to get super attacked, if you feel you're gonna get super attacked, then just put this guy, like, rotate Boo Piccolo out and have a rotation of this Golden Frieza and this Boo tanks for a little bit. It's a lot better. It's better to mess up your rotations for one turn than to sacrifice your life for having this pink, you know, white coat dude on rotation about to get you killed. Like, I'm telling you, it's really not worth it. Just mess up your rotation a little bit, and then you're gonna be good later on, right? He does do pretty good against the S tier Namek Goku fight, since he does have type advantage, right? But he can still get cooked in that. Like, this guy is not that great defensively, but the healing he provides is very, very powerful as well. So keep that in mind. If you guys did enjoy this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Those are all the missions, okay, for the first stage of the Collection of Epic Battle event. And again, and literally, I mean, there's no way the new event, the new stage here when we fight Frieza, is not going to be strong against legendary. Like, we're probably gonna have to use legendary existence, right, in order to beat this event. And of course, we have units like Tapion. We have units like, obviously, the new Goku, STR UI, you know, Int UI, AGL UI. Oh look, where's physical UI? Like this. Broly, like, this is not going to be a difficult mission in my opinion, but they might, you know, introduce things like saviors. I think saviors could be an option here because, again, saviors, okay, so sworn enemies, I talked about this in a video earlier, but against, when we fought the Namek Goku, the three categories we had to use were sworn enemies, full power, and Planet Namek Saga. All three of those categories you can find on the new AGL Frieza, right? So it makes sense, it makes a lot of sense that the three categories that we have to use against fighting Frieza for the stage 2 is going to have three categories from the new Goku, right? Did that make any sense to you guys? That could be, you know. So in terms of these categories, I do think we can see Legendary Existence be one, Saviors be another one, and then maybe like maybe Miraculous Awakening, maybe Turtle School, maybe Exploding Rage. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that. But yeah, so I'm gonna end this video. This is long enough for you guys. Hopefully this is able to help. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. I'll be very happy to answer them for you. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.